Chapter 14, Leadership by Gary Vaynerchuk out of AskGaryVee. So the chapter starts with kind of three things he wants to touch on, being his biggest lessons in leadership, building culture, and why repeating mistakes is good. He starts off the chapter with a big section on leadership and has some points about it. The first thing he covers is that the best way to lead is practice the behaviors you want to see in others, and this is reflected at the end of the chapter as well. But you need to act in a way that you want to see the people in your organization act. So then he gets into a couple of other specific things that good leaders do and some general points about leaders. First thing is that good leaders ask questions. Instead of creating a yes man culture where they just say yes to whatever you want, creating a culture that is honest with each other and tells each other the problem and then enabling them to solve the problem. Those are things that are helpful. And another point that he wants to make about leaders are that great leaders are made, not born, and that the skills that he has as a leader have definitely been acquired based on how people have nurtured him throughout his life, I guess you could say. Because when he gets to the mentor question, really it was people in his family that mentored him really well and taught him these things right here that he said were really specifically helpful. Things like work ethic, honor, perseverance, people skills, and what really matters. Learning those things really set him on the course to success, and those came from his family, so he's extremely grateful for that. They asked, is there anything that he goes to bed concerned about? And really it's only his health, which goes into this next point, is that as long as he knows that him and his family are healthy, anything else is going to be fine because he's the leader of the organization. Then he decides how people react to things, because it's how he reacts to things is how other people will react to things. And when he's healthy, he's going to be able to react to things how he wants to react to them. And so when that health thing is in check, then he's able to react to things the way that he wants to, in a calm demeanor that is effective and has action in it. One of the questions was, what is one truth you would teach to all the people on the earth? And kind of one point he wanted people to take away is that depth is more than width, or being a person of substance is way more than someone who is shallow and doesn't have a lot of substance to them. Caring about others genuinely is way more important than a smile and a wave, and never building a relationship with that person and caring for them and helping them through their life. And so caring about a few people to him is way more impactful than knowing a lot of people. There's a question also in there about complaining, and I really liked this. It made me think about how I do things, as far as he really does not like complaining, because complaining never fixes the problem that people are complaining about. It's action on the problem that solves the issue. And because action is the thing that solves the issue, why would you go through the step of complaining? So that's the logical path that he's followed to come to a conclusion that complaining is never good, because it's just wasting time. And you're purposely putting yourself under the problem longer than you have to, because you haven't made the choice to take action to resolve the issue. Then he gets into motivation, both motivation for himself first and then motivating others. So motivating himself, a lot of it comes from gratitude of where he is, and because he's been gifted so much already, he works even harder to help others even more, and when he helps others even more, they want to help him even more, and he's created this super positive feedback loop to help do that. In motivating others, one point he makes that what sets it apart is you motivate others by supporting them to reach their goals. And so once they know that you are there to help them accomplish their goals, then they're there to help you. They will reciprocate and help you reach your goals as well. Then to that mistakes bit at the end, at the start of the thing, at the start of the chapter, he really likes mistakes, because it is in mistakes and getting knocked down that you grow when you get back up, and learning to get back up. And so it's all about how you respond to those setbacks that really is when you grow as a person or an organization or whatever. Then he gets into the end of it, and kind of to that lead others by your actions. A little thing that I wrote, it says, stick to who you want to be. Live the life that you want to be remembered for. This means making the choices that will get you where you want to go. And that's mirrored in the act how you want people to act. If you want people to be honest, you have to be honest. If you want people to be upfront, you have to be upfront. If you want people to be patient, you have to be patient. If you want people to be thankful, you have to be thankful. You have to live out what you want to see in others. And then you're having people closest to you are a reflection of yourself, having an effect on others in the way that you have chosen to have an effect. And that goes into nice as a choice. You don't have to do things in a mean way. There is a choice between being nice to someone and not being nice to someone, and letting your bad day affect them and letting your good day affect them, and making every day a good day allows you to give everybody a good day, and it's a choice at the end. It's a choice when it comes down to it, and you choose to smile instead of choosing to not even look at them. At the end, the last question is, what's the end goal? What's the end means? Why do you do this? And really, it's for Gary to see a lot of people at his funeral, and kind of one thing he's doing well is that you can be successful and nice at the same time. And so those are some thoughts from Gary Vee's Chapter 14, Leadership.